Vlog time. What is up? I did not tell anyone that I'm starting one of these, but I don't care. Life's getting pretty interesting and I want to film some of it. Life's great. Life is awesome. You gotta love life, right? Well, heading to work. It's Friday, so yay. I fly out to Boston next week and then fly to Seattle for a big old vacation, and I'm gonna take you all along for the journey. But today got work, going in a little bit late, but I logged on and looking at email for 30 minutes, so technically I already worked for 30 minutes. And gonna get out around 3, maybe 3:30. Gotta log some time today. And I don't know, we're gonna find some interesting things to do. I don't know, we'll see. But feeling great. Just got over COVID. COVID still sucks, in case you're wondering, and this is by far the worst I've ever gotten it. So not fun. Also, Kitten's got it. So poor girl, she's been struggling through that, but I think we're both on the up and up. And fun fact, we are moving home to Austin in just a couple months. So excited to share that journey with you all as well. Yeah, I'm actually leaving my current job on a bit of a whim. And also gonna be starting school down there for my MBA. So still very unsure what I'm gonna be doing when I get back home, but it'll be a lot better for my mental health and just probably health in general. So but yeah, that's in the future. Today we have work and it's Friday, so let's live it up a little bit. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention, I work at Epic Systems up in Verona, Wisconsin as a PM, project manager there. I enjoy the job, love the work. Just Madison's not for me. Madison has not been my thing. It is just way too cold up here. It is June, and it is 50 degrees outside. That might be normal for a lot of you, but I'm from Texas. I can't do this. I need to be sweating already. So, yeah, just wanted to move back and see what goes on. But I do love Epic, and I do really care about the work they do and the customers I work with.
All right, got home early today. Actually, did some work from home. It is so cloudy out. It's supposed to be sunny today. What is going on? What the heck? Oh well, hopefully tomorrow we have good weather. Planning on a lake day. One of the things I wanted to do in this first vlog is give a little house tour or apartment because we'll be moving soon, and I want to document this just for like life, like where we lived, what it looked like, especially since like a lot of my family doesn't know and I want to remember it for later on. So yeah, the front door, this closet, like, it's just an entryway closet, nothing fancy. But yeah, we have a cool little island here with our kitchen. Cheez-Its, we absolutely crush Cheez-Its. We are bad. That avocado needs to get thrown away. But yeah, so this is our beautiful kitchen. The cabinet space is amazing. So many cabinets. We can actually fit things. Our apartment before this week could not. Please mind the mess. Since I've been recovering from COVID, been wearing masks to the office the past few days, but I think today's the last day, hopefully. We got our little entryway thing here. We're gonna be getting rid of this, sadly. I really like it though. It's good storage, but I don't want to buy a whole nother U-Haul just for that. Already been packing my luggage for moving home in a little bit. This is our living room. Little messy, but so I got some used couches off of Marketplace, and gonna be selling most of this furniture before we move down. Might keep our little horseman there. Bookshelf, TV that we never use. Then yeah, coming back here by the kitchen, just a bathroom. This is our downstairs one, and then I don't even really know what this room is. It's like a workout room, office, vanity, kind of everything. Cat room, cat, those vermins. So yeah, that's a chill little room there. And then we have an upstairs, actually. That's where our bedroom is. Here is our patio. We have a pretty big patio, but not a lot of natural lighting since we're in one of these middle units. That's kind of like our only true window, besides that little rando room. But we'll go up here. Really small closet. I think Kinsey just keeps like some dresses in there. Then we have just a very messy bed. We've both been sick the past week, so just been bed bugs pretty much. My bathroom, which I'm about to tear it all apart because I'm gonna have to pack. And yeah, then I have my closet. It's kind of bare bones. We don't know what to do with a lot of this floor space. There's just so much room. So kind of just a bed and a dresser, which we are taking those two items home for sure. Dresser, really love our dresser. Heading to the car right now. I think I'm gonna surprise Kinsey while she's at work. It's so gloomy. We're in the club. Cause in the club, oh fam. That's for you, Kaylee. She doesn't know I'm here. She's been asking for this for so long. I just saw her go in there.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Poor girl was all embarrassed, but we got the comforter set. I'm gonna let her open it and throw it on the bed. So I am gonna go on a run now and cook dinner in a little bit. And who knows, we might go to the driving range later. All right, we're dressed up and ready to run. Still ugly outside, but I don't know. We're gonna deal with it. Called the sister. She convinced her to go on a $400 Lulu spree. She has a gift card. I do want to show off something though, something pretty cool. These are some special insoles I just got for running. Not a sponsor, but would love to be sponsored eventually. Called Jet Insoles. They are some really cool super insoles. You can see here on the bottom you have a carbon fiber plate. So it's supposed to mimic like the super shoes of modern era that all have a carbon fiber plate in them. So you can throw them in your trainers or whatever. So I throw them in my Hokas, and it's supposed to give you that little bit of extra oomph while you run. I'm not a great runner, so I honestly don't feel a lot of it. But for $50 to feel like you got a super shoe under your feet, that's pretty good. And these can probably last multiple shoes, whereas super shoes, you just buy one pair of shoes for $300 and they go crappy sometimes. Cool things about this that are actually arguably a little bit better than a super shoe. You got this split carbon fiber up top, so you get more reaction when you're making like a turn or something. Your feet aren't just one combined plate up here. You can feel the turn. That's really cool. And then the cool thing is the way it bends. So if your foot is pressing into the ground, it doesn't bend like lots of pushback. But if the ground is pushing up against you, it bends easier. So you can feel the ground underneath you, but when your foot pushes back, you get the reaction of the carbon fiber. So it's a more natural experience, especially if you're running on more rough terrain or have rocks or stairs or something like that. Your your shoe will still bend with the rock and not like create an unnatural like pressure. I don't know how else to describe it, but arguably better carbon fiber than what's in your super shoe.
Pretty little lake. Walking a little bit, feel a little weak, but we'll pick it up in a little bit.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
30 minutes for 5K. Like a day after getting over COVID. Not too bad. Fun fact, I had really bad bronchitis late last year for about 3 weeks. Had to try 3 different antibiotics, and like it took about 3 or 4 months for me to get my voice back. And my VO2 max dropped 3 points after that. I was at around 50, and I came back at about 56.7, so over 3. And I barely gained back like 1 point. I'm at about 47.7, I think, right now. So I'm just trying to get out here as much as possible and get it all back. Fun fact, December of 2023, my VO2 max was 55. And since then, I'm down to 47.7. And that's just unexcusable. We're gonna get back on that grind. Been running a lot more lately. COVID took me down for a bit, but I'm right back on it. I'm gonna run literally every day that my legs aren't falling apart.
Alright, cooking up dinner in his house. Today we're gonna cook up some barbecue chicken. On that we got some pepper, garlic salt, paprika, and chili powder. I rubbed it down with barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna toss it in some light barbecue sauce afterwards. And to pair it up, we got some hot honey potatoes. We love these little potato packages. Really quick and kind of healthy dinner. I mean, potatoes is gonna be around 200 calories per person, and then the chicken is also gonna be around 300 to 400 calories per person. So we're looking at like 650 calories for dinner. Got a little Gatorade made for the post run, and I'm gonna start stretching, and it's gonna be a good old time.
Good morning. It is the next day. We just had a chill little night, ate our dinner. Heading to the gym now. It's a little chilly out. Gonna have a lake day later, so I'll take y'all along on that. But yeah, let's go get a gym session in. Because of COVID, it's been a while since I've gotten to get a lift in. Typically when I take breaks, I like to start right back with back. It's funny, back is like one of my strongest part of my upper body, but it's the least aesthetic. Very developed chest, and I never work it out, and it's very weak, but it's developed, so I don't want to touch it anymore. So, back day it is.
Made it to the lake.
Yay!
Woohoo! Alright, so we went out on the water, and probably gonna head back soon. It's been a good day though. Thinking we'll I don't know, we'll get Culver's or Taco Bell for dinner. Just have a chill rest of the day. It's been a good Saturday, just relaxed. Good weekend before a lot of travel. Alright, it is the next day. You can tell someone slept good when their hair... When you can tell they slept by looking at their hair. It's 2 p.m. the next day, though. I have not been sleeping. I've been lazy. I watched the F1 race. and kind of been couch potatoing around. Well, no, we looked at some apartments, but Kinsey's at work now, so I'm going to deep clean my car and also pack, because I fly out to Boston tomorrow, which will spark 2 weeks of travel. I'll break that out into some vlogs, but super exciting stuff. I've got them both pack for work as well as our cruise, so I'm gonna actually look to using a checked bag as well as a carry-on. Busting out. Alright, just about packed, waiting on some laundry before the final things. But I want to hear everyone's perspective. Gaming on the Switch, on the plane. If you see someone gaming on the Switch on the plane, do you think like, oh, this guy's like nerdy or kind of weird? Or do you think like, man, I wish I brought my Switch? Let me know what you think, cause last time I played it on the plane, I felt just so awkward the whole time, but you know, I was having fun. I was playing my Switch, enjoying my life, and you know, had a good time. The time flew by, and next thing I know, I was at my destination. But I don't know, I felt like I got weird stares, especially like while people were getting on the plane. They were like grown adults playing video games, really, especially on like a work day. But I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into things too far. That's probably the case. Regardless, I'm bringing my Switch because Kinsey and I love playing some Switch, as well as I like playing it on the plane, so I'm bringing mine. Alright, super close to being ready. I decided I want to surprise Kinsey with a few things. So she's at work right now till 9, so I have about 6 more hours. So first I want to work out. I want to go on a run, do a lift, and clean out my car. Those are kind of my things for me. But then afterwards, there were a few things we said we wanted to list on Facebook Marketplace. I actually, yesterday, cleared out our bookshelf and listed it. But the next things we're talking about, could probably do those as well. But for sure, our table here and our end table there. Two pieces we don't use a lot, and we want to try to get stuff selling whenever we can. And then the other surprise I want to give her is cleaning up our apartment right before I go. Our apartment is pretty trashed at the moment. We had a fun time yesterday, but with the fun time came a big old mess. And then I might see if I can get a haircut because I'm looking kind of homeless. And I just checked, nothing is really open since it's Sunday, so this is probably the hair we're rocking for the vacation, unless I find somewhere in Seattle next Friday. Alright, so first things first, gonna break up the 2 different workouts, the run versus the lift. So I'm gonna run first, then come back, do all the inside stuff, then go lift. Got the old high school shirt on. Our closet is in shambles with me packing. There's nothing left. I'm gonna put on some sunscreen though before I go. Gotta take care of the face. You know, haven't showered yet today, but might as well try to take care of my body a little bit, right? Kinsey would kill me for wearing these headphones.
We're doing one of my favorite workouts. 5K out, walk a 5K back. Total distance is 10K. Really chill. Walking time on the way back, which I love. Alright, just stopped real quick to show you all what I'm gonna miss the most about Madison. Pretty trails. These really, really pretty trails. Right outside my apartment. I literally just crossed the street and I can literally go 13 miles out and not have to loop yet. This is really amazing for me who likes to run and bike, but I hate doing it around traffic. This gets me out and away from traffic and I can go for miles. Really love this. All right, let's get back to running. All right, 5K running done. About 25 minutes. Way better than the other day. And heart rate was at like 180 most of the running. So really pushing the VO2 threshold there. Now walking it back and just enjoying the nature. Right now, I think we have the complex picked out, but the hard part is picking which apartment we want exactly. Whether it's a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, or if we meet somewhere between and choose a cheaper 2-bedroom somewhere else that we know is sacrificing a little bit of size but still having all that extra room. We are we're deep in the think tank right now. It's hard to pick an amazing, you know, a complex and a good place at our current price point, so we're down to the exact fits we're at right now and just trying to figure out what makes the most sense when, you know, 6 months from now we could be, you know, breaking even each month or, you know, exploding in potential. So we're gonna find out that balance and have y'all follow along.
All right, got cleaned up. Time to start cleaning the kitchen. All right, so it took longer than I expected, but apartment is looking so clean. Love it. And also got some things listed on Marketplace. I got our end table and our coffee table. Like I said, I'm gonna hold off on the paddleboard for now. I also need to list my bike too for the move. I'm gonna list those like as soon as we get back from this cruise in a couple weeks. Man, we only have we have 2.5 months. And it sounds like a while, but it's gonna be here before we know it. We need to get stuff sold. Enough about that though. We are going to throw on some shoes, go downstairs, and start the process of cleaning the car. You're past the lake. Alright, so car is pretty clean. At least I got the front two. Kinsey has the vacuum, so I kind of don't want to wipe down stuff that isn't vacuumed. But I at least got the leather seats and stuff, and we'll do more deep clean once I'm back, but I feel good with this. I think I'm gonna get some wiper fluid because I am out, and I sadly learned that the damage from the that I got on my car from, what's it called? There was, from the car wash, there was like this arm that came down and ripped off my top crossbar. Yeah, it's a little worse than I thought. I think still repairable without having to get a new piece, but it's not fun. So I'm also gonna just see what tools I can get to try to repair that. But I don't like having a compromised crossbar up there. But yeah, we're gonna run to Target, get some travel toiletries, that wiper fluid, and look for any tools that might be helpful with repairing this thing.
Totally forgot to film anything, but got the haul. Mostly just toiletries. Got some Red Bulls for Kinsey because she can't survive without them. With all of that being said, I think it is time that we put our first vlog to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll kick off tomorrow morning for the start of our journey.